If you want to stop wasting money on ineffective promotions, you're in the right place. At Brand Secrets and Strategies, you learn how to save valuable time and money, where you learn strategies to get your products on more store shelves and into the hands of more shoppers, empowering brands and raising the bar. Welcome. Before I begin, I started doing these free webinars to help support our natural community during this crisis. Many in our community are struggling, worried about the unknown, and looking for support. Know that you're not alone. The most important thing I can do is help you confidently weather the storm and prepare for the day when we all venture outside. I welcome other leaders, groups, and organizations to partner with me in this important initiative. Reach out to me if you want to contribute, partner with me, or to help me help our community, our family. Please share this podcast episode and help me raise the bar in our industry. You can learn more about the free webinars, past, present, and future, on the speaker page of my website by going to brandsecretsandstrategies.com/speaking. If you're listening to this in the future, you can also find replays to select webinars there. Are you tired of feeling like an ATM machine? Stop throwing your money away. One of the biggest pain points for every brand are deductions. Deductions are a huge drain on your finances, and not all are valid. They can derail and even bankrupt your brand. They place a huge burden on your cash flow that can negatively impact every aspect of your business. Some retailers and distributors view deductions as a profit center, hoping that brands won't invest the necessary time required to investigate the mountain of excess claims. Learn simple strategies to gain control over your money and channel your resources more effectively to help you grow sustainable sales and scale your brand. Here's why this matters. 25% of your brand's gross sales are tied to trade marketing, and yet over 70% is wasted or ineffective, more unnatural. With every slight improvement means more runway for sales growth, higher brand valuations, better terms for negotiating with investors, fuel for more innovation, greater support for mission-based causes, and much, much more. This podcast is a snippet of the top 5 strategies to dramatically reduce deductions and save money, the free webinar that I'm doing on April 17th, 2020 at 9 Mountain Standard Time. You can register at brandsecretsandstrategies.com/deduction management. And don't forget, if you're listening to this in the future, you can listen to the replay there. This podcast episode and the free webinars are a sneak peek at the Trade Marketing Essentials course I'm in the process of building. A soup to nuts resource to address and answer all of your trade marketing questions and concerns. A couple of years ago, while walking the show floor at Expo West, I came across one of the brands that had been on the podcast. When I asked them how they were doing, her eyes welled up. As she fought back the tears, she shared that their distributor was holding back their funds and deducting for everything, and they didn't know that they were valid. She shared that they didn't know whether or not they would be in business from one day to the next because of this. Sales proceeds that they were counting on were unavailable, and they were not getting any response from the distributor. Does this sound familiar? You're not alone. Unfortunately, I hear sad stories like this all the time. While listening to her, it took me back to when I managed deductions for a brand. I distinctly remember the paper blizzard that would greet me each and every morning. I would sometimes spend hours validating each and every claim. Sound familiar? It kept me from doing my regular job as a key account executive for Unilever. My job was to sell, not to do paperwork 24/7. Eventually, my boss told me to focus on the large deductions and ignore the small ones. I remember being told that the amount that I would collect was worth less than the sales I could generate. I have to admit that I felt like we were being robbed blind, and I wondered if this was happening to every brand and what it was costing them. I felt like we were being taken advantage of. This was a very painful lesson I took to every position going forward. Several years later, I was able to turn the table on that retailer. I was able to show them how much more it was costing us to sell our products in their stores because of this as opposed to their competitor. I was able to leverage my analysis to renegotiate the promotional terms, and as a result, I was able to dramatically reduce what it cost to promote our brand in their stores. This taught me a valuable lesson, that everything is negotiable, especially in this industry. These are some of the skills that I hope to teach you. I since committed to be an expert in trade marketing. I created several innovative reports, including some that calculate the contribution of a promotion back to the brand and the retailer, essentially what you take to the bank at the end of the promotion. Here's a quick tip that you can use today to improve your trade marketing ROI: clarification and accountability. This may seem overly simple, but this is something that every brand struggles with. Let me explain. Think of your promotional agreement as a contract, which it is. Make absolutely certain that it is complete and that addresses each and every aspect of the promotion, from when the additional product needs to be shipped to be on hand on time, and exactly how much additional product needs to be in every store to support the promotion with no out of stocks and no leftover backstock, the agreed upon price point, etc. It amazes me how many brands overlook key details of promotions like this. The biggest waste of your trade dollars, including promoting your brands with out of stocks, poor pricing, merchandising issues, etc. For the accountability piece, use a scorecard as a project management tool to ensure that nothing falls through the cracks, and then use it to review the promotion to identify what you could have done better to make it even more of a success. You'll need to attend the free webinar or watch the replay to learn more. You can get the replay of the webinar at brandsecretsandstrategies.com/deduction management. This week's free downloadable guide is my trade management essentials to grow and scale your brand. Trade marketing includes everything required to promote your brand. It's the growth engine of the largest item on your P&L. Most spending is wasted. Every brand seeks to maximize a promotional ROI. There's a better way to grow sales and profits. You can get it instantly on this week's podcast page and in the show notes. And you can get there by going to brandsecretsandstrategies.com/session 182. The question of the day is, leave a comment below and let me know what the biggest pain points that you have when dealing with trade marketing. What are the specific questions you need help with, your bottlenecks, the things that keep you up at night? Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.